Despite his popularity, very few have ever seen him due to his reclusiveness. But in an effort to bring his message to a wider audience, he agreed to give his first public interview ever to Frontline.
Don't be crazy!
Hey yo, what it do? It's your boy J. Lou, and you are just in time for something new. Alright, in today's video, what I'm gonna do is teach you how I was able to get waves without using a brush or a do-rag, but before we kick that off, one thing I want to say, I want to give a special salute to Into the AM. They basically sent me these t-shirts that they have. The one thing I wanted to say is a lot of people don't really like graphic tees like that, but they have these regular plain tees, as you guys can see. This one is an orange one that has the small logo, so it doesn't stand out too much. But the thing I like about these t-shirts is that they're very soft. Like, the way that they describe them is that they're buttery soft. And whenever I put this bad boy on, like I told you guys, they're fitted, so in regards to the sleeves, they kind of hug your arms a little bit. I like that personally, but the rest of the shirt isn't fitted, and they also come in different colors, such as this one right here. As you guys can see, I personally like more neutral colors. You know what I'm saying? The bright colors are cool. That's probably if I'm going out during the summertime. But during the wintertime and the fall and everything like that, we start to wrap up into the fall. I personally like these colors, and they also help show up better on my camera. So with that being said, if you want to be able to cop these t-shirts, I believe you can get 3 for, I can't remember what the value is, but I'll put the link to in my description below, as well as in my comment section. But with that being said, let's get straight into the reason why y'all clicked on this video. Alright, so when it comes to getting waves without using a brush, a lot of people really believe this concept that you have to use a brush, you have to brush your hair on hours on a day, and etc, etc. The first thing I want to say is, you do not have to go down this route, right? I'm not making this video to say, oh man, using a brush is stupid and pointless. I'm not saying it. I went on this journey to challenge myself, as well as to be able to show you guys that it's definitely possible to get a dope pattern. And if you guys don't know, I basically scalped, I think it was sometime in April or May, I can't remember exactly. But with that being said, before I jump this off, let me show y'all what my waves and my pattern is looking like, because I know a lot of people wanted to know what kind of pattern I was going for, as well as what the heck is a swirl hive. So let's get into it. All right, now when it comes to my left side, let's see if we can get this into focus. This is my left side. My left side is probably my best side in regards to my connections and everything like that. My left side looks purely like a beehive. Like I told you guys, a swirl hive is basically a beehive with a swirled beehive crown. And then whenever I go to the top is also like my second best side when it comes to my pattern. As you can see, it has that beehive look in the appearance. My right side has been very difficult. It's been moving extremely slow. I've been showing you guys progress on my IG that let me get this out of here. I've been showing you guys on my IG that my right side has definitely been the side that is difficult, mainly because on this side, I started off having 720s for damn near 2.5 years on this side. So my hair was used to going vertical straight like this. And one of the things that you guys probably know, make sure I link a video right above here. You can just click on it when it pops up. I made this video to show you guys the importance of your hair growth direction. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people don't know how their hair grows, but it's very important, because on my right side, my hair naturally wants to grow down. So even though I will pull my hair in this direction with a comb or whatever the case is, because my hair has been used to going down in that direction, this side has been taking a lot longer to look like my left side. Now, the same thing with the back. I haven't really styled my hair yet. The back has been used to going in that swirl with the 720 swirl, especially when I came back from the Trinity hybrid and everything. You know what I'm saying? I haven't styled my hair, but this video is to show you guys how I've been able to get this pattern by just simply using combs, as well as all the other products that I've been using. So with that being said, let's get into the products. The first thing that I used, like I told you guys, combs, right? I made a video on carbon combs. You can find the link right above here. Carbon combs are the best combs because they have like this anti-static property to them. And I'll put a link in the description if you want to be able to buy these Cricut carbon combs. These things are pretty dope. I like this one because it has the teaser portion as well as the wide tooth portion. It's not as wide as possible, but at the end of the day, it works perfectly. Now, the second product, and this is something that is not mandatory because I do know that it is not available everywhere, but this is probably my favorite product, especially through this journey. This product right here is the main reason why I wanted to go on this journey, to be able to prove to you guys when it comes to pool, this is the truth comb. I made a video. I'll make sure I link that bad boy right above here. You can click on it when it pops up. I went through the details. They are a very small business. One of the reasons why I've been holding off on making this video is because they've been having difficulties trying to get the product back into inventory and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and if you want to, you can just simply watch the truth about the truth comb video and click on the link to their product website and everything like that. But the truth comb has been very clutch when it comes to my journey during this whole process, mainly because it has several rows of combs, and it like I told you guys, it offers the greatest amount of pull. I'll show you how I use this as well as the regular comb. Now, the next thing is I've been using my oil. As you guys already know, Texas tea, if you're not familiar with it, you better get hip, because when it comes to oils on the market, this is the lightest oil that is provided. You know what I'm saying? I haven't made a video. I haven't been promoting it the way people, y'all been telling me,
man, J. Lou, this product is amazing. Why don't you talk about it? Why don't you big it up as much as you should?
I don't do all of this stuff for the money because I have other sources of income. And at the end of the day, I'm not a product pusher, and I don't like to hype my own stuff up, you know, so I would rather you guys tell me what you can do. But I've been using my oil on my hair. Now, when it comes to my hair, I only use the oil, but when it comes to my beard, what I would typically do is use a leave-in conditioner or a moisturizer with my beard. But then, one of the biggest surprises through this whole journey is I know a lot of you guys have been asking me to make a butter. I do not have a planned drop date with this. But the product that I've been using, I basically made this butter right here. As you guys can see, this is a pure butter. This isn't one of those butters that has like a pomade feel to it. It doesn't have any beeswax in it. Beeswax is an ingredient that you use in order to make a pomade. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, y'all give me some time. This is a new setup as well. So I've been moving through the process. But those are the products that I've been using. Now, the next thing that you're going to need also is a mirror, right? You're going to need a mirror because at the end of the day, if you're trying to get an elite looking wave pattern, you need to see what your angles are going to be. So when it comes to angles, how have I been combing through this whole process? What has been the journey, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I comb my hair with the regular carbon comb right now, and just show you guys the angles that I've been using. So when it comes to my hair, on my left side, you guys probably won't believe me, but I've been combing my left side straight like this. Then when it goes to the top, what I try to do is I try to follow the counterclockwise direction that I want my crown to swirl in. That's one of the secrets behind getting a swirl hive. So when it comes to the top is the last portion that I comb. So from the left side, what I do is I work towards the back, just like this. Alright, now with my left side, because of the trendy hybrid, it was kind of already going in that direction. That's one reason why this side has looked like it's developed the most progress. And I've been simply combing the left side the same way I comb the right side. I basically start off just like this. when it comes to the top, the way I comb my top is I don't try to comb too much of my crown area when it comes to the top, mainly because of the simple fact that I want to focus on that slowly. I'd rather use shorter comb strokes for my crown area. But I'm gonna make a separate video on breaking down the details of my angles a little bit later on. But as of right now, I'm just kind of showing you guys how I've been combing the top. And I basically start off to where I go to the angle. Basically, it's angled over this way. Most people mess up. They comb their entire top straight. What you want to do is you want to angle it off and taper it off to the side that your head contours to when it comes to your left side of your top. Whenever I start working it more so towards the top, I comb it straight. And then when it comes to the right side, I comb it kind of more so towards the right side. And one thing that you guys may notice is this portion right here in my head at the top, because the top wants to go already in the 360 beehive look, is slowly forcing the right side to do the same thing. What you may notice is within my crown area, it's already starting to form the rings of that 360 look. But this part of my hair has been the most, it's been used to going at 720s for so long. So this side is going to take a very long time to get right. But at the end of the day, I've only been using combs. So with that being said, that's how I've been using regular combs like this. Alright, now when it comes to the truth comb, I really love using this bad boy in my crown area. With my new setup, it's kind of difficult for me to be able to see my angles because the camera blocks my vision. What I'm going to try to do is, instead of using a mirror, I'm going to sync my phone, and my phone connects to my camera, so I'll be able to see it that way. So y'all just give me a second, I'm going to come right back. Alright, now this is how my crown looks before I focus on it. But what I wanted to be able to show you guys is, when it comes to the crown area, what you really have to do is you want to make sure you isolate this. When it comes to using a truth comb, what I do is I just try to use a corner portion of it, and I would just comb my hair the way that I want it to look. As I told you guys, and I made a video right above here. This is the best how to isolate your crown for 360 waves or whatever pattern you want to go to. And when I said when it comes to the swirl hive, what you want to do is basically brush a beehive in a clockwise pattern. And what you'll notice is eventually, like I told you guys a little bit earlier, the rings on the right side of my hair are forming up for 360s, but the rest of my hair has been going in that swirl direction for my previous patterns. So it's going to take me some time to get to the look that I want. But what I try to do is I use the truth comb just to tap into my crown area and pull the hair in the direction that I want. And I'm showing you guys the before, because before I use this, my crown looks all over the place, but the truth comb allows me to pull those tiny hairs within my crown area to give it a more closed look, you know. So with that being said, whenever I'm using it, I'll just simply take it just like this. Alright, so on camera, it really doesn't show how close my crown is because it makes it look like it's a lot more bald in this area. But in person, by me looking into my mirror, it looks a lot more closed. But one thing I want to point out is you'll notice that the reason why this is called a swirl hive is because the rest of my head, basically outside of my crown area, looks like a beehive, right? Like I told you, the right side is starting to form up, and it's going to eventually push the rest of my pattern into a 360 beehive look. But if you look at my crown, you will see that the crown kind of swirls a little bit more. It's not just like an open crown, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, this is from me not using brushes. This is from me not using do-rags and everything like that. A lot of times after I finish my combing session, or after I put products in my hair or whatever the case is, typically, the next thing you want to do is either use your hands to basically smooth your hair cuticle down. A lot of people don't know that that's what you can do, but you use your hands and it helps smooth your hair down. Now, the reason why you want to do this is because when you comb your hair, combs will naturally lift your hair up, right? it's gonna pull your hair, but by pulling your hair in the direction that you want it, it's gonna naturally lift your hair up. So you have to use something to smooth your hair cuticle back down and to lay it back down without having to use a do-rag or anything like this. So what I try to do is I use my fingertips and I basically smooth my crown out first. And then once my crown is smoothed down, I'll smooth the rest of my hair out like this. And boom, this is basically how I've been able to get this pattern without using a brush. Now, at the end of the day, I made a video in regards to how to get waves without using a do-rag. What you can tell is the bottom portion of my hair is a lot more fluffier, but I typically taper this off anyway. I didn't get a chance to do it the last time I cut my hair, but I typically taper off the hair that doesn't want to lay down because I'm not using a do-rag. And with that being said, it's been crazy to see the connections that I've been able to get, especially by not using a brush. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people typically think you have to use a brush to get waves, but as you guys can see, you can get a very nice pattern simply by using combs. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to use a truth comb. You can use regular combs, but for me, because I was able to have access to it, it made the journey a lot better. Because like I said, it has 7 rows of combs that can pull your hair in the direction that it needs to. With this side, I honestly believe I may be able to get this done by the end of the year. It just depends on how much attention I give it. But with that being said, there's a lot of things that I may not be mentioning, especially when it comes to washing your hair. A lot of people may want to know.
All right, J. Lou, when it came to not using a brush, how in the hell did you achieve this and get your hair to look the way that you wanted to without using a do-rag after you do a washing style?
So many people think that I do what they do, when at the end of the day, I've already made videos. I told you guys already, I do the brush until dry. With this whole process, because I'm not using brushes, I comb my hair until dry, right? So every little method that I've shown you guys, instead of me using a brush, I just replaced it with a comb. So I did a comb until dry method. I may make a video on that just to show you guys the process. And then one thing that you got to understand when it comes to doing this whole method, woofing is that whole concept. I already debunked that concept in regards to the truth about woofing video. And a lot of people are slowly trying to come to the understanding that all you need is 4 weeks. 4 to 6 weeks. I've been saying that for the longest, but at the end of the day, I understand that when it comes to the wave community, there's a lot of people that they've been programmed to think a certain way. But with all of my videos, it's to make things simpler. You know what I'm saying? Even with the products, you don't see me putting 2 or 3 or 4 products in my hair. I simply use either 1 or 2 products at max, right? When it comes to washing my hair, what I always did was use the shampoo and a conditioner. You know what I'm saying? Now, some days out of the week, I already made a video on co-washing. Instead of me having to use a shampoo, I would always use a co-wash. And the thing about co-washes as well as conditioners just in general, they help make your hair soft and smoother. One of the things in regards to Texas tea that a lot of people notice is the fact that it makes your hair extremely soft. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people have been telling me that
it feels like their hair texture changed.
But that's only because they don't understand that their hair may feel rough and they'll say,
oh man, I have coarse hair.
But whenever you give your hair what it needs, it'll soften up, it'll get healthier, especially once you cut your hair, because I recently cut my hair. So when it comes to my progress, after I cut my hair, my waves look the best by going through this route. You know, so all of the pictures that you guys seen on my IG in regards to me posting up, especially having my hair looking extremely laid, those times have been always after a fresh cut. When your hair starts reaching the 4-week, maybe even 6-week mark while you're woofing, it's gonna be looking untangly and everything of that nature. But if you guys want me to make a video in regards to sleeping and my morning routine of not using brushes and stuff like that, just let me know down in the comments below and I'll definitely make a video. If you guys want any videos in regards to this journey, like I said, I haven't been really focused on making wave videos in regards to document every single thing, because I've been telling you guys this for a long time period. This is just me showing you guys that you don't need all these things that people try to make it seem like you need. Or if you live in a country that has limited access to these products, because I have a lot of supporters that live in countries outside of the United States that says,
man, J. Lou, like so and so doesn't ship to my state, my country, or we don't have those kind of products here.
This video is to show you guys that you can basically use anything that you need to be able to get the look that you want, as long as you have products that will help your hair stay clean and healthy and moisturized. You know what I'm saying? One of the biggest secrets about this whole journey is making sure your hair is moisturized. For me, on this video, like I always tell you guys, I turn my air conditioner off to be able to drown the noise out. So my hair is not as laid as I want it to be, because while I'm shooting this video, it's getting hot in here. Whenever you start getting hot, the heat start going out of your head and it makes it harder for your hair to lay down. But when I'm in AC, or even if I'm outside when it's a cool day, as long as it's not just blistering hot, your hair will look good without using a comb or a brush. And in my personal opinion, this is the last thing I'll say is, waves to me look a lot better when they have volume to them. When you use a brush all the time, when you use a do-rag all the time, it smushes your waves and you have this smushed look. Now, some people like that. They call it laid. But for me, I like having volume to my waves because it gives my waves that 3D appearance. You know what I'm saying? In person, my waves look way better than they do on camera, because the camera doesn't capture the camera lens is not as advanced as our eyeballs are. You know what I'm saying? So the camera will make your hair look a certain type of way, but every single time somebody meets me in person, they're like,
dang bro, how you get your hair looking like that?
And they always are surprised that I don't use brushes or even do-rags. Now, I've been doing this for at least 6 months. I want to say, I think a little bit longer than that. I've been doing this since, I want to say, November of last year, or I can't remember the exact timeline, but I'm at the point to where I don't have to keep doing this. So if you guys want me to go back to using brushes to be able to show you guys how to isolate your crown, because like I said, this brush right here, I got this joint. This is the Roy T 901. This is the pointed palm. This is the best brush for your crown. As long as you guys don't trip off of that, and you guys want me to make videos in regards to how to get a squirrel hive using a Roy T 901, because this is better to use in your crown than the truth comb, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I wanted to do this journey to be able to show you guys, to prove to you guys that you can get a dope pattern. Some people that mess their hair up by brushing too much, or whatever the case is, or even sometimes with brushes, what happens is because the bristles are perpendicular to your scalp, it can scratch your scalp up, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you use a comb more so glides through your hair and across your scalp, so you don't really prick your scalp and things of that nature. And it's, in my personal opinion, it's a little bit healthier to comb your hair than to brush it. But I'm not saying it's damaging to use a brush. What I'm just saying is, on your scalp, it's better to use a comb than a brush, you know? So with that being said, if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. And it's your boy J. Lou. Salute.
No flex, no stress, just bless. These boys can't test my wave, too fresh. J. Lou last verse with so much swag. How you hop on the beat with so much class? How these waivers copy and they beat still trash? How you write a verse last minute so fast? Take some notes, cause here is the game plan. Don't copy other people, yeah, be your own man.